Welcome to Next Level Vibe podcast. He was a machine, the picture of perfect discipline. 4 a.m. wake ups, 2 workouts a day, macros tracked to the grain. We all looked at him and thought, that is the key to success. But then I watched it all crumble. He had spent 100% of his energy optimizing his body and 0% on the different conversation he needed to have with his wife. His discipline didn't save him. It distracted him from his actual life falling apart. We've been sold a lie. We are told that more willpower is always the answer. But today, we are going to talk about the dark side of discipline. Why being too good can actually ruin your next 20 years, and how to fix it before it's too late. If you are new here, this is Next Level Vibe podcast, where we decode the psychology of true success. If you want to master your mind, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive in. Let's define what real discipline actually is. It is simply putting a level 10 effort into a level 10 problem. But most of us, we are masters of something I call perverse procrastination. You might be running ultra marathons or getting down to 7% body fat, but you're often doing it to avoid the messy, terrifying reality that your business is falling or your relationship is dead. You are putting level 10 effort into a level 1 problem because it's safe. It makes you feel productive. But the real problem, the conversation you're scared to have, that is the cave you're afraid to enter. There is an old saying, the cave you fear to entire holes to treasure you seek. We use discipline as a shield to stay outside the cave. Because inside the cave, you can't use a spreadsheet. You have to use courage. So why do we do this? Why do we grind until we burn out? Psychologists call this obsessive passion. There are two types of passion. Harmonious passion is when you control the activity. It fits into your life. Obsessive passion is when the activity controls you. You feel a compulsion to work or train even when you're sick, injured, or ruining your marriage. This actually happens because of a compensatory mechanism. Basically, if you feel average or insecure in one part of your life, you obsess over another part just to prove you are special. We live under the tyranny of exceptionalism. Social media shows us the top 0.01% of humans. So, being average feels like a moral failure. We use discipline to run away from the feeling of being ordinary. And this leads to the greatest part, the regard. If you are a disciplined person, you probably feel guilt when you eat a cake or skip the gym, right? That guilt is short term, but research on regret shows a reversal over time. In the short term, we regret indulgence, but in the long term, looking back 20 years, we regret virtue. You won't remember the Tuesday you worked late to clear your inbox. You will remember that you missed your best friend's wedding to do it. That is the regard of missing out. You discipline away the best parts of your life. Don't be the person with a perfect bank account and an empty memory bank. So, do we just give up and become lazy? No, we stop relying on willpower and we start building systems. Willpower is a battery, it runs out. Systems are engines. If you want to stop a bad habit, don't try harder. Make it invisible. If you don't scroll at night, don't use willpower. Put the phone in the other room. If you want to sleep on time, use a reverse alarm. Set an alarm for 1 hour before bed. When it rings, the day is done. No negotiations. That is a system that saves your willpower for the important stuff. But the ultimate system is your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying to quit drinking. Start saying, I don't drink. When you change your identity, the discipline becomes effortless. You aren't fighting yourself anymore. You are just acting like the person you already are. I want to leave you with a challenge. Remember that level 10 problem we talked about? The cave this week. I want you to identify the one difficult conversation or emotional task you have been avoiding by working hard. Name it, write it down, and take one small step towards it. Don't use discipline to hype, use discipline to live. If this video shifted your perspective, give it a like. It helps the channel a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to Next Level Vibe podcast for more deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.